get in this ring. And that's why you hire protection.
To another episode of the Front Row Fanatics. At this time, I have a distinct pleasure as a special guest. JT Angel, the leader of Initial Shock, has joined us here in the Front Row Fanatics studios to talk about the current situation in Culture Shock Wrestling involving himself, Initial Shock, and Busty Becky Kennedy. So, with that being said, JT, it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you guys for having me.
Feel free to elaborate, speculate, pontificate on anything you feel like talking about. So right off the bat, what's the deal here with Busty Becky? I mean, she was a loyal, good manager, and all of a sudden she turned and joined that fruit booty Victor Crew and big roly-poly marshmallow Mike Metal there in the Sadist Kingdom. What the hell's up with that?
You know, that came as a shock to me and G and DJ. You know, she's been with me for 2 years now, and we never, ever seen Becky ever turn on us after all the stuff Mike Metal and Crew done to her.
That was totally shocking, totally shocking. Has she, shall we say, sent any communications other than interfering in your matches and stuff as to giving any reason why she decided to leave Initial Shock and join these guys over here?
I'm still dumbfounded over the whole situation.
So as she's turned on you and now you have this feud building up here with the Sadist Kingdom, at the last show, DJ Durst lost a loser leave match, leaving you and Extreme G as the only members of Initial Shock. How is that going to affect your strategy battling Sadist Kingdom and Busty Becky now that DJ is gone?
You know, one thing is true. The Sadist Kingdom said they was going to take and take and take from us. It took Becky. DJ's gone. It's 3-on-2.
Yes.
But, you know, we're going to come back strong and hopefully, you know, get our revenge. Okay,
now that the numbers game is in the Sadist Kingdom's favor, do you have any plans on adding maybe another new member to Initial Shock to even up the odds, or are you and Extreme G just going to carry on the fight as the two of the remaining 3 members of Initial Shock?
Yeah, right now I don't know. I mean, maybe in the future or maybe a new member of Initial Shock, but as for now it's going to be me and G.
Okay, well, now with you and G going, I noticed too we also had new tag team champions and the Hosford Homos, as I like to call them, the first string. What are your plans as far as going for the tag straps?
We're always looking for the gold, always, you know. We lost them under some, would you say, devious ways at the last Mossy Head show?
Yes, less than, shall we say, suspect circumstances. I mean, basically, you was robbed. Let's just call a spade a spade. You was robbed. So, have you had any discussions with CSW management as far as to when you're going to get a rematch? Because normally the champions have a rematch clause in their contracts after they lose the titles. Have you heard anything about that?
No, nothing yet. Nothing yet.
So, you're battling on 2 fronts here. You're having Sadist Kingdom and Busty Becky on one hand, that feud going on. Then you also have how you got ripped off from the straps by First String. You have a lot going on for Initial Shock. What's going to be your number one priority right now? Are you going to decide to exact some revenge on Busty Becky and Sadist Kingdom, or are you going to blow them off to the side and go for the straps? I mean, what's your primary focus right now?
Right now, our primary focus is getting revenge on the Sadist Kingdom. And Crew and Metal, we will be coming.
So, they are coming for you. Now, we have Victor Crew and his bounty that he's put upon his head.
Victor Crew, you can keep your $1,000. I promise you. Me and G will take your blood for free. And for you, Gargoyle.
Sweet! Now, that's what I'm talking about. My man JT Angel is going to make Victor Crew bleed. I will dig seeing Victor Crew's punk ass bleed all over the ring. Now, with this being said, do you have anything else you'd like to elaborate on that you've, feel free. This is an open forum. Say what you want. Say what you feel. Unleash. This is what the Front Row Fanatics is all about. So, let her rip, man.
For anybody who wants to see Victor Crew bleed and Mike Metal bleed, come to CSW.
Okay, now, we like that. I like that anyway. With that being said, I guess unless you have something else, JT, we'll take another short break here. I'm always up for some more beer. Maybe JT will drink some beer with me and Heinrich here. And you can check out JT Angel, Extreme G, also known as Initial Shock, at the House of Hardcore in CSW in Mossy Head, Florida, on usually the 4th Saturday of the month. Yeah? Weeks roll, dates roll. But if you want to see the best in wrestling action, House of Hardcore, CSW, Mossy Head, Florida. We'll be back in a second.